everybody, and welcome back again to Let's Play Fallout 3, where I'm still in the beautiful town of Megaton, talking to all the residents. And, well, I suppose considering the circumstances, this town is decent enough, if it wasn't for that unexploded bomb in the center of it. Now, we did talk to her already, so...
Hey there. Glad you're back.
Let's see if there's more people we can talk to. For example, this
Hello,
one has a
sweet
name.
child. Hello, I don't believe we've met. I'm Mother Maya, prophet of the atom and embracer of the universal light. Remember, sweet child, that as children of atom, the fabric of the universe itself is ours to weave. So welcome to Megaton, and peace be with you.
Well, I gotta say that. At least all these followers of the Church of Atom have been pretty polite so far, so there's that. Okay, we have a bunch of general questions. Tell me more about the church first.
For those answers, I shall direct you to my husband, Confessor Cromwell.
Well, I already did talk to him, so how about some directions?
In each our own way, we are all lost. Where would you like to be, sweet child?
Isn't that the same that her husband said, like verbatim? Okay, so it's the usual questions. I don't know. I guess I'll ask them again. They still may give me some additional information, right? So, what about the clinic?
You'll want to see Dock Church next to the crater. You can't miss it.
You're right, I didn't miss it, because I've been there already. What about the weapons dealer?
It saddens me to think how quickly we resort to violence.
Again, I'm pretty sure her husband said the exact same thing. It's kind of funny, though, that people who worship a literal bomb would be that concerned about small arms. And yeah, what about the bar?
I apologize, but I cannot encourage the consumption of alcohol. Alcohol impedes our personal quest for the grand division.
Okay, so alcohol is off limits for you as well. What about the general store? That's inoffensive enough, right?
Seek out Mora at Craterside Supply. She's a darling girl.
Right, I still haven't found her so far. Not sure why that is grayed out. I haven't asked it, at least not her.
Up at Moriarty's at the south end of town. Talk to Nova, she'll help you out.
Alright, so let's talk about something else.
What else do you require, sweet child?
What's the water on town?
I'm not one to gossip, but I do know a few things. For instance, did you hear that Lucas wants someone to disarm our bomb?
Well...
Imagine the blasphemy. I can't believe it. I don't believe it. He would never do that to us.
Okay, apparently they do not approve of such a thing, which I guess I should have expected. So maybe I shouldn't tell them that I volunteered to disarm the bomb. And at the moment I can't disarm it anyway because I don't have the necessary skills, so nothing to worry about for you for the time being. But yeah, gotta go.
Farewell, sweet child.
Farewell indeed. Okay. Let's see. Anyone else around here I can talk to? Or something I can pick up? Doesn't look like it.
Hey there. Glad you're back.
Okay, I believe the door was up here. But let's have a look at all of this as well. And apparently I can go even higher.
You need something?
All of this is empty. Oh, hang on a second. What do we got here? Activate Confessor Cromwell's terminal. Locked very easy. I might even be able to hack this one. But not while this person is watching. Also, I'm not sure why I would want to hack this guy's computer. Kinda doubt that there's anything useful on it. Okay, well, we got some beds, a bunch of stuff that I can't take. Well, I could take, but I would be stealing it, and I probably don't need it anyway. Okay, so let's instead see what else we can find around here. I think the saloon was like up here. Oh, this guy has a name. Let me talk to you.
Look. Another one of you wasteland assholes.
What?
Look here, asshole. I don't like you. Stay clear of me and we'll have no trouble.
I'm actually not a wasteland asshole because I just came out of a vault. You don't look like you belong here. What's your story? What do you know about the wasteland? What do you do around here? What's the word around town? I have to go now. Yeah, what's your story?
There ain't much to tell. I used to live out in the wastes. Was a real bastard back then. But I've put all that behind me.
Well, so maybe this is a bit of a projection, huh? Because you've been an asshole out in the wasteland, you think everyone is. But like I said, I'm not out of the wasteland, so this doesn't apply to me. Have you ever considered getting back out there? Let's talk about something else. Yeah, I don't know. Have you?
What? Back out where?
What do you think? The wasteland. Out there in the waste, man. You must be bored to tears around here in this town. Yeah, the waste, of course.
I left all that behind me. There's nothing but bullshit out there. Killing, stealing, violence. I'm not that guy anymore.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, killing, stealing sounds fun, doesn't it? You're right, that sounds terrible. I mean, if you're on the receiving end of the killing and stealing, it is certainly terrible.
Nah, yeah, you're right. Stupid idea anyway.
Have you ever considered getting back out there? I just asked him exactly that question. But yeah, can you tell me a little bit about the wasteland?
None of your fucking business.
Why are you so hostile? Did I miss something? What's your problem with me exactly? Unarmed. Whatever your problem is, I suggest you get over it now. Never mind. Now I wonder if there's a certain, like, chance of failure or success attached to this, because it doesn't have like a percentage. And 44 isn't that bad. It's one of the better odds I had so far, so let's give it a try.
Heh, yeah, right. I don't think so.
And it still failed. So what happens if I try the unarmed check here?
You're joking, right? I mean, I shit bigger than you, kid.
Yeah,
Come
I
back
mean,
when you got some fight in you. Until then, save your threats.
he's probably right. I mean, look at him, and then look at her. She's 19, fresh out of the vault. Maybe not a fight you want to pick at the moment. So what do you do around here?
Me? I don't do a damn thing. Well, unless you count staying pissed drunk and making Moriarty rich or something. Sure, I'm the best shot in town with a rifle, so everyone comes running to old Jericho when the raiders show up. But between raids, they're content to take my money and drag me home when I've had too much.
So basically you protect the town against raiders. Sounds to me like you're doing something around here after all. But okay, what's the word around town?
A little drinking money might loosen my lips a bit. Give it a try. See what happens.
This should buy you something. Give 10 caps. Go for the top shelf on me. Give 20 caps. I don't think so. How much money do I have? I have a bit of money. Let's see. What happens if I give him like a good 20 caps?
Whoa, 20 caps. Look at the big spender. All right then, I can see you're in it for the big money. So I'll tell you all about Moriarty's. Moriarty, he's a rat-fuck bastard for sure. But he's also paranoid as all hell. So paranoid that he don't let no one handle the cash around here.
Okay.
Every night he takes what Gob and Nova earn and locks it in a file cabinet next to his bed.
Okay, I mean, that might be useful information. If I ever intend to steal his money. And yeah, there might be a key that you need to actually get to that money. So where's the key? Why haven't you robbed him? Sounds risky. What if he catches me? Thanks for the info, Jericho. Yeah, do you need a key for that?
It's dangling around Colin's neck. Get it.
Huh.
If you can.
Okay. I mean, how would I get it? I may have to kill him for that. So, if you're always like short on money, why haven't you robbed him yet?
My robbing days are over, kid. I'm just here to drink and stink.
Okay, that's fair enough. So maybe I shouldn't insinuate that I may actually steal that money. And I'm not sure if I will, because at some point I will have enough money anyway, so not sure if I really need to start stealing from the first person that I meet. So yeah, thanks for the info.
Anytime. It'll be worth it to see the look on that asshole's face.
Okay, so apparently you wouldn't mind if I steal the money. That would be fine with you. You just don't want to do it yourself. Interesting. But okay, what's the word around town?
Remember what I told you, kid. Moriarty keeps his money locked up right next to his bed.
Okay, I will remember it.
Come back if you need something.
I mean, obviously I would lose some karma for stealing that money, but I mean, if it's a good amount of money, it might actually be worth it. Locked very hard. Door to the armory. Well, not going to get inside here anytime soon. So, where's the saloon? Oh, door to Moriarty's saloon. Locked very easy. I mean, there must be like a proper way inside the saloon, like an official way, right? Maybe I will try to find that one first. Supplies, clinic, commons, armory. Door to men's restroom? I mean, that's not the proper restroom for me, but I guess I'll have a look. Oh, well, look at that. I will take that. I don't know why I pick up this crap. I mean, at the moment, even like small items and junk can give me some caps, right? So if I just sell that stuff, it will accumulate to like a small amount of caps. But other than that, it doesn't seem that there's anything too interesting in that place. Okay, here we go. Door to Moriarty's saloon. Let's go.
Come on, you piece of junk. Every day it's the same damn
Alright,
thing.
we got a lot of people
I
in
told you, Gob, it
here.
ain't the radio. The Enclave station
Tamper
comes in
with that,
fine.
and we're
It's
gonna have a
Galaxy
problem.
News. Their signal's been shit lately.
Work. Come on, work.
Okay, let's see. Maybe we will start by talking to the barkeeper, who apparently is a
Wait.
ghoul.
Is that... Damn it. Hey, Smoothskin. Do you need something? A drink, maybe? Anything? Anything at all?
Well, let's see. Gah, fuck, what are you? Right, I mean, she just came out of the vault. She never saw a ghoul before in her life, I'm sure. Stuff it, ghoul, and stop looking at me. Let me think about it for a moment, my good man. Yeah, you know what? If you have never seen this before, it probably is a bit of a shock. So yeah, what are you?
Haven't you ever seen a ghoul before?
No, I haven't. No, what's a ghoul? I know what a ghoul is. No, get away from me, zombie. I've got nothing against you people. Yeah, I honestly never saw a ghoul before.
Well, not all of us got the chance to hole up in a nice cushy vault when the bombs fell. A bunch of us got stuck out here in the world and got a full-on blast of heat and radiation. Turned us into a pack of walking corpses. Near as I can tell, we age slower than you.
Right.
A lot slower. There were even a few ghouls that were alive during the war. Of course, with a face like ground Brahmin meat, you can imagine that folks don't take too kindly to us.
Yeah, that's one of the weird things in this world, that if you get like a high dose of radiation, you may die, or you may live really, really long, which is usually not how it works. But at least, it's a nice payoff for having a face like that, being able to live very long. It's an interesting question. If someone would offer you, yes, you can live for hundreds of years, but you have to wear a face like this the entire time, would you do it? Or would you rather say, no, I will keep my face and have like a normal life? Interesting question, huh? But yeah, I guess, all things considered, it's not so bad. At least you're still alive.
Nice of you to say so. If you can't be nice, at least pretend, right?
No.
Fake it till you make it and all that. Still, though, a fake compliment is better than the usual spit in the face that I get. You're not half bad for a smooth skin.
Why, thank you. It even gave me some karma. Alright, and now I have a bunch of questions for you. I'm looking for my father, middle-aged guy. Maybe you've seen him. Where did you come from? What's all this about Galaxy News Radio? I need a drink. And what's the word around town? Again, not sure why this is grayed out. I haven't asked it yet. But okay, let's maybe start with the most important thing. Let's ask about my father.
Oh, yeah. I do remember a guy like that. Honestly, I usually keep my head down. I tend to get smacked around if I look customers in the eyes. But talk to Moriarty, he'll know more.
I find it kind of funny that apparently he was immediately able to identify him just based on the description middle-aged guy. I guess they don't get a lot of newcomers here, so he must have really stuck out. Gob, please, if you know anything about my father, you need to tell me. Look, if you know something, you'd better tell me. If you know anyone else that can help, I'd appreciate it. I don't know, let's try the speech check again, even though the odds aren't that great.
Sorry, Smooth Skin. I can't take the risk. Moriarty will beat the shit out of me for even talking to you.
Alright, so that didn't work. But I mean, I had more questions.
Oh, man. I'm glad to see you. Moriarty's been especially nasty lately, and I need a friendly face.
Okay, I can ask about my father again, but he wasn't really willing to tell me about him the last time. So maybe let's ask the other questions first. So where did you come from?
A place called Underworld. It's a ghoul city down in D.C. I set off up here to find adventure and fortune. And, well, I found this place. I'm sort of stuck here. Colin says that I can't leave until I pay off my debt to him. Of course, he charges me room and board, too.
Okay,
If you ever get
what's
to
your
Underworld,
debt?
tell Carol that I said hi.
Also, one of his lines sounded very different, as if it was, like, done by a different voice actor. But yeah, tell me more about Galaxy News Radio.
Mr. Moriarty says we can keep it on. It's a good radio station. I like hearing the DJ, Three Dog, and how he's helping to fight the good fight.
The good fight.
If only I was a part of that, instead of being stuck in this dive.
Yeah, I think I actually saw the radio station in my Pip-Boy. Maybe I will have another look at it. So, how about a drink?
Anything for you, friend.
Well, you're very nice. Well, you have quite a bit of different beverages, but no water. So maybe I will just sell you some stuff. For example, I will not need all of these helmets and armors. Let's see, how much money can I get from you? And I guess at the moment I can also sell like this kind of stuff. I mean, at some point this may come in handy for crafting, but at the moment I don't think I really need any of it, and it's usually easy enough to find. Get all the plungers that I just stole. The coffee mug. I will keep the guns for now, because once I can repair stuff, I can combine them. And I mean, all of this is actually kind of useful. So, I don't know, let's maybe get rid of the jumpsuit as well, at least one of them. And maybe let's bring it down to 2 each. Okay, well, that's a decent amount of money for the time being anyway. And yeah, I guess I will not buy anything. But
See you soon, drunkie.
maybe I can ask him about my father again.
I can't talk about that anymore.
All
Moriarty
right.
will beat me again if I do.
So I have to talk about it to Moriarty. Get it. So what's the word around town?
I couldn't tell you, really. I'd talk to Manya if you care that much. She's lived in Megaton longer than anyone.
Manya? I mean, I just talked to someone called Maya. Do you mean her? Or is this a different person who has a very similar name? Anyway, let's leave for now.
See you soon.
See you soon indeed. Okay,
Hey
we
there.
did talk to
Glad
her
you're back.
already.
My.
Ooh,
Just when I'd all but given up hope. My dear girl, I'm very happy to make your acquaintance.
uh-huh.
I am Mr. Burke. And you? Well, you are not a resident of this putrescent cesspool. That makes you a rather valuable individual.
Why? You seem kinda sus, Mr. Burke. Mr. Burke, is it? Please continue. I find myself enthralled. What? It does? If you've got a point, make it. Yeah, what do you mean? Why does this make me valuable?
Don't you see? You're a free agent. You have no ties here, no interest in this settlement's affairs. Megaton means nothing to you. I represent certain interests who view this town, this Megaton, as a blight on a burgeoning urban landscape.
Really?
If this settlement were to go away, why, who would really care? Certainly not you or I.
Hang on a second. Do you want me to help you to destroy this town? Why? Go on, I'm listening. Wait, you're going to destroy this town? You're a sick man, Berkey. This conversation's over. Yeah, what exactly are you planning here?
No. I'm merely a recruiter. You get to have the real fun. The undetonated atomic bomb for which this town is named is still very much alive. All it needs is a little motivation.
Okay.
I have in my possession a fusion pulse charge. Once rigged to the bomb, it will be detonated by you at a secure location. Easy money, my friend.
Okay, I have questions. First of all, why do you want to destroy this town? What's it to you? And secondly, if you have some kind of mechanism or weapon that can detonate the bomb from a distance, why don't you do it yourself? Why do you need me to do that? That is kind of suspicious, isn't it? If it's so easy and you don't even have to be around to do it, then he could just do it, right? It's a bit weird. And why would I want to destroy this town in the first place? I mean, I don't know anyone here, that's right. It doesn't mean anything to me, but at the moment it's my only opportunity to get information, to sell stuff, to, sleep somewhere, so I don't think I want to destroy this town. Okay, I can try to get more money from him for it. Black Widow, I have a proposition of my own. Would you like to hear it, Mr. Burke? Sims wants me to disarm the bomb. Megaton is under my protection. You're going to leave now. Alright, Mr. Burke, I'll do it. Megaton will burn. You're out of your mind, Berkey. There's no way I'm helping you. Yeah, I don't really have any intention to help him. First of all, I don't want to destroy the town because I have no reason to. And secondly, like I said, it's kind of suspicious that he wants me to do it when he could just do it himself. It looks to me like they're trying to find a scapegoat or something. I don't trust this. I am, however, kind of intrigued by this Black Widow dialogue option, so I would kind of like to hear her proposition. Let's see.
Color me intrigued. Go on.
You see, I live here, lover, and surely you wouldn't want to hurt me. Burke, you silly man, you'll pay me 500 extra caps, and like it. Okay, so again, I can try to get more money out of it. But I suppose that this will involve that I actually have to destroy the town. And what happens if I pick this one, if I tell him I live here?
Well, of course not. I must admit, I've never met a woman quite like you before. This changes everything.
Really?
I'm not sure what I'm going to tell Tenpenny. I'll think of something. You wait here, my dear. I have some important business to attend to, but you won't be waiting long. I shall send for you soon.
Okay.
Something?
So, basically, I convinced him to leave or postpone his plans by being mildly seductive.
Got something on your mind?
But he might come
Hello,
back
Nova.
and try to, finish whatever he started here. Very mysterious,
Hey
that
there.
person.
Glad you're back.
Very mysterious.
Hey.
Anyway, it looks
What's
like we
shaking?
have more people around here. Billy Creel.
Well, hot damn. Someone new. Always a pleasure. Name's Billy Creel. You call me Billy, all right? I know Megaton looks more like a boneyard than a town, but it ain't all bad. Take me and Maggie, for instance. We make do just fine. I trade the stuff I scavenge, and she helps keep me on the straight and narrow.
Okay, who's Maggie?
Oh, sorry. I guess I got ahead of myself, huh? Maggie's 9. Sweetest little girl you'd ever care to meet. We take care of each other. I ain't never had a daughter, but if I did, I'd want her to be Maggie. I took her in when her parents got killed by raiders. That was 2 years ago. It was a pretty bad scene. Small settlement up north. I'd stopped in to trade some salvage, and the whole place had been wiped out. I found Maggie hiding under a bed in the same room where her parents had been butchered. We've been together ever since.
Well, that's nice. I suppose that you take care of her. And okay, it looks like I have the usual questions. So can you tell me about the area outside Megaton?
All I know is that I spent too much time out there, and beyond that, I ain't going to talk about it.
Okay, well, fair enough. But can you tell me something about Megaton itself?
Megaton is the best little town you'll find in the capital wasteland. Don't let anyone tell you different. Strong walls, strong people, and strong booze. We've got everything you need to make a life these days.
Yeah, opinions about this place seem to be very mixed. I've heard some pretty bad ones, and this is probably the highest praise I've heard so far. So what do you do around here?
Me? I deal with the caravan suppliers. I used to ride with those guys, so they cut me some good deals. Helps keep the town supplied. But more importantly, I take care of Maggie. Of course, she's getting a little old to have Billy looking over her shoulder all the time.
All right, so you're mostly a caretaker for that girl. Anyway, what's the word around town?
People have been saying that there's something wrong with the water purifier. But old Walter's been keeping that thing running for decades. I'm not worried. No reason it'd pick now to go down for good. Would it?
Well, I mean, if it's been running for decades, I'm sure at some point, stuff just tends to break. But okay, I gotta go now.
Later, Gator.
Later, Gator. Okay, well, and we got someone over
Got a
here,
problem?
Nova.
Hey there.
Hey there indeed. So, looks like the assortment of typical questions. Again, let's start by asking for my father.
Yeah, I remember that man. I saw him talking to Moriarty. It's hard to forget handsome men like that.
Okay, so we finally have someone who might give me some actual information here. Enough with a tough chick routine. Tell me more. Look, if you can give me more information or point me in the right direction. Yes, please.
Yeah, I'll help you. Then Moriarty kicks my sweet ass out the door. Sorry, kid. If you want to know more, Moriarty is the only one who's gonna help you. Talk to Gob. He hates Moriarty more than I do. Maybe he'll tell you something, but I doubt it.
No, he didn't. He didn't. He's afraid of him too. I wonder why everyone is so afraid of him. I mean, you're just giving me information and he doesn't really have anything to do with that. So why should he be angry about that. But okay, whatever. How much for a room?
Well, for you, a room and some company will run you 120 caps, up front.
And what if I just want the room and not the company? Yeah, I don't actually need either, come to think of it. So, no thanks.
Okay, then.
Yeah, what's the story with that ghoul?
Who, Gob? Well, if you can get past how he looks, he's a sweetheart. Colin's awfully hard on him, though.
Yeah, so I heard. Where did he come from? Do you ever, work with him? Why is Moriarty so hard on him? Let's talk about something else. Yeah, where did he come from?
He don't talk about it much, but apparently there's a whole city of ghouls somewhere down in D.C. He's mentioned his mother a couple of times, but other than that, he won't really say. He's been here for, I guess about 15 years now. Ever since Moriarty bought him off those slavers.
Oh, I guess that's the debt he's been talking about. I see. And yeah, he did mention that underground city. Do you ever work with him? Does this mean what I think it means?
With Gob? Well, he's sweet, and I know that he'd like to. It's just, well, I don't want to sound shallow or anything. I mean, I'm a whore. My standards aren't exactly high. But there are places even I won't go. Johnnies that are squishier than me are one of them.
Alright, so it did mean what I thought it meant. But yeah, why is Moriarty so hard on him?
Well, the miserable bastard is hard on all of us. But Gob gets it the worst. I guess just because he's different, you know?
Of course, of course. Anyway, let's talk about something else.
Sure thing, baby. What did you have on your mind?
So what's it take to hire you? I mean, she already offered me her company for 120 caps, but I don't really want that kind of company at the moment. So I guess that's what this is referring to?
It takes you renting a room. Sleep in it or don't. I don't care. I get paid either way.
Okay, so I have to take a room. But yeah, tell me about these radio stations, please.
Huh? Oh, you mean why was Gob banging on that radio? Well, out there in the wastes, there are 2 stations that broadcast. There's the Enclave station. I don't know who they are, but I think it might just be some pre-war broadcast on a loop or something. And there's Galaxy News Radio. It's run by a guy named Three Dog, somewhere down in D.C., but the signal went down a while ago.
I see. Yeah, tell me more about that, please.
You serious? Oh, you must have come from that vault, right.
Right.
It's the only free radio station left in the wasteland. The guy who runs it, Three Dog, he's like the only person who seems to give a shit. He keeps talking about fighting the good fight or something. Better than the crap on the other station.
Yeah, I wonder what that's supposed to mean. Anyway, what's the word around town?
I couldn't tell you, really. I talked to Manya if you care that much. She's lived in Megaton longer than anyone.
Okay, that's the same dialogue that I just got from Gob. So I guess I gotta go.
Take care of yourself, hon.
Right. Now, since they've been talking about the radio, let me maybe have a look at that again. Yeah, we have the Enclave radio and the Galaxy News radio. Maybe I should listen in. Okay, this has some music. Not sure if there's anything else. And what about Galaxy News Radio? Yeah, this is just a bunch of static. It doesn't seem to transmit anything. And I believe the rest is just DLC related, so I guess I'll ignore that for the time being. Okay, I mean, I talked to a lot of
there.
people now,
Glad you're
but
back.
the one person that I haven't found yet is Mr. Moriarty himself. So where would I find
shaking?
him? Oh, well,
Yeah,
there
what the
he
hell
is.
do you want?
Speak of
Colin
the devil.
Moriarty, at your service. Welcome to Moriarty's. My saloon, my home, my slice of heaven in this backwoods little burg. You've got the caps, I've got your pleasure. Please sit down, make yourself comfortable. Your troubles are a thing of the past.
Well, he seems polite enough for now. I'm looking for my father, middle-aged guy. Maybe you've seen him. What's all this about Galaxy News Radio? Want to buy a drink? Know anything about Megaton? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, the usual questions. Again, let's start with my father.
My God, it's you. The little baby girl all grown up. Persistent little flower, ain't you? Then and now, it would seem. It's been a long time, kid.
What do you
Oh,
mean?
your daddy passed through here all right. Here and gone. Got what he came for and then left. I'm assuming you'll do the same, correct?
Huh? My father and I were born in Vault 101. You're lying. The vault's been sealed for 200 years. I mean, we've read some report that seem to indicate that at the very least there have been some scout missions before, so people left the vault before my father. Look, I just want to find my dad. Do you know where he is? Yeah, it's a bit weird. He seems to insinuate that he knew me when I was like a little baby.
Is that what your father told you? That you were born in that hole? That he was born there as well? Oh, the lies we tell to those we love. Your father brought you to the vault right after you were born. To keep you safe, you see. I remember it well. You stayed in my saloon, after all. That's right. Your father, his Brotherhood of Steel friend, and you, the suckling babe with nary a tit to suckle. Sorry about your mom, truly. But life goes on. Daddy lied. Life's full of little disappointments. And now you're all grown up and wondering where he's gone to.
I mean, that's interesting. He does know about my mother, so that's certainly a clue that he might be telling the truth. And I mean, I remember that first scene in the game when, our character was born, and it looked like it was inside a vault, or at least, some place that had proper medical equipment, so probably not a random place in the wasteland. That was like a proper, sick bay or whatever. But I don't know. I would like to think that my father did not lie to me all this time, but he seems to know a few things here. My dad told me we were born in Vault 101. Oh, I wasn't born in the vault. That's complete bullshit, and you know it. You're wrong. My dad would never have lied to me. You're a liar, Moriarty. I know where I grew up. Yeah, I don't know. That's what he told me.
Ah, I see. I heard about the brainwashing that goes on down there. From some other fella, escaped. 5 years back.
5 years back?
All hail the overseer. We're born in the vault, we die in the vault, and all that other assorted lunacy. Kid, you've got better programming than our own Deputy Weld. You'd best wise up quick. Wouldn't want anyone taking advantage of you,
Yeah, like I said, he seems to know some stuff, so I don't know. He certainly might be right about this. I'm not sure why my father wouldn't tell me about this, but I'm sure he would have his reasons. I was kidding. Dad talked about you all the time. No, really, where is he? Look, I just want to find my dad. Do you know where he is? Let's cut to the chase. How much for you to tell me where my father is? Tell me where he is, Moriarty, or I'll beat it out of you. I mean, these odds aren't terrible, so maybe I'm going to try another speech check here.
You seem like a nice kid, so I'm going to be
I
straight with
just don't
you.
have any luck with
Your
it.
dad was here, and now he's not. And yes, I know where he went. But what you're asking me for is information. And information is a commodity. And like any commodity, it must be sold at a reasonable market price. So, what's reasonable? Let's say, 100 caps, and Daddy's location's yours.
100 caps? Well, I mean, I actually have that kind of money now, so maybe I will just give him the 100 caps and be done with it. No thanks, I'll find out on my own. 100 caps, are you nuts? I don't have that kind of money. Well, I do, and I will get more money soon enough, so I feel I can probably give him the money if it gives me the information that I need, so here you go.
Excellent. Your dad raised a smart kid. Really no substitute for the love of a father, now is there? Speaking of dear old dad, he went southeast into D.C. to the Galaxy News radio station. Good luck now.
So, the radio station has something to do with him, maybe. And mysteriously, the radio stopped transmitting a while ago.
You're still standing here, and I can't think why. You know where your father went. Seems to me you ought to be out searching the wastes.
Yeah, but I may have a few more questions for you. So tell me more about Galaxy News Radio, please.
Galaxy News Radio is some loudmouth radio station located in the ruins of D.C. Three Dog, the king of that loony bin, keeps yapping about fighting some good fight or something.
So I heard.
A bunch of crap. But I suppose if you wanted to know what was going on in the wasteland, that's the place to go. Me, I could care less.
Yeah, I will go into the wasteland soon enough. But that's really none of your business. Do I want to buy a drink?
Tell it to Gob. He'll get you whatever you need.
Okay, right. Know anything about the area outside Megaton?
The wasteland? Why the hell would you want to go out there?
Didn't you
Listen
just tell me to
lass.
go there?
Megaton has everything you could possibly need. Why go anywhere else?
You know exactly why I want to go into the wasteland, because I'm looking for my father. But yeah, what can you tell me about Megaton?
Stay the fuck out of me business, don't go where you don't belong, and buy your drinks here. That's all you need to know.
Okay, fair enough. And what do you do around here?
I keep these yokels knee-deep in booze and poon. They keep me knee-deep in caps. It's a fair trade, if you ask me.
Speaking of caps, now that you got my 100 caps, maybe I will try to steal it back from you. Because I know where you keep your money, so it's certainly something to consider. But yeah, what's the word around town?
I own a saloon, kid. Rumours are part and parcel. So I'll give you this one for free. Not sure if you've met her, but Lucy West, that pretty young thing, she's afraid. Of what, of who, I couldn't say. But you can feel the fear on her.
I mean, I already talked to her, so that doesn't really help me any at all. But okay, I guess I gotta go now.
I await our next meeting with bated breath.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do.
Tamper with that, and we're going to have a problem.
It needs a key anyway, which I don't have. But still, let me have a quick look around here. Very easy. Activate Moriarty's terminal, locked average. I mean, this might be an interesting terminal to hack, but pretty sure average is too high for me at the moment. Oh, and that's the door I've seen earlier, so I don't really have to lockpick that anyway, since
I'm a busy man.
I can just enter
Hell of
from
a day,
this
isn't
side.
it?
Yes.
Anyway, let's see what else we can find around here. That's another locked door. But this one is open. But there isn't anything of interest in here as far as I can tell. Alright.
Hey,
So, I guess...
It's locked for a reason. Don't get any ideas.
Yeah, I only have to look at something that is locked and people already get super anxious about it. Anyway, let's look around a bit more before we end this episode, maybe. Door to Billy Creel's house locked easy. Yeah,
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
Oh, this guy actually has a name. Let's talk to him.
Hey there. Yeah?
I mean, he has a name, but
What do you
apparently he doesn't have any actual dialogue. I guess Maggie might be inside this place if this is Billy Creel's house. But either way, one place I haven't been to yet is like the general store. So that's probably something I should try to find. Supplies. So that's probably where I have to go, right? Is it like somewhere around here? Oh yeah, here it is. Door to crater site supply. And
Got
that
something
is
to sell?
Moira. Okay.
I got my eye on you.
What?
I'm just here to make sure nothing goes wrong with you or her.
Oh, is that the mercenary that the other person talked about before? Okay, more locked stuff.
Oh, come on. Pay more attention to what you're doing.
And a lot of stuff I can't pick up.
Welcome
Okay,
to
so we
Critterside
can talk to her.
Supply.
But before I start what could be a lengthy conversation, I think I'm going to end this episode and we will talk to her in the next one. So, as always, thank you for watching and see you again next time.